preventive code. Oh, sorry, I gotta turn off the stream on the other side. There we go. I don't need to be watching myself. Oh no, now I have 0 people watching. Yeah. So, advent to code. The objective here is to solve these coding puzzles, and there is like a leaderboard where we can see like how fast people, like who's number 1 and how fast did they do it. This year's been a little bit weird with like chat GPT and stuff. I don't plan on using that, but I'll keep autopilot on, I guess. I'm just not gonna like use comments to try and ask it to generate me code. Like if it helps autocomplete stuff, then that's fine. I am considering using like Bun or Deno. So you can use any, I should figure out how to log in here. Let's create an account. Yeah, GitHub. That sounds good. Sure. I don't have a sponsor code. Advanced actions provide. If you're asked, oh yeah, I will not keep doing that. I'll go with Curiously Corey. And all right. So yeah, we can use any, let's go to the about page so we can talk more about this. Yeah, they're little programming puzzles and they start easy and they get harder. You can use any tools, like any you could do it in Rust, you could do it in PHP, you could do it in Python, whatever. I'm feeling particularly short in my chair today, I guess. Oh, no, I'm too tall. I'm better. Slouch test. All right. Okay. So I was thinking about using either Deno or it's here. Deno and Bun. That's this what I'm looking for. So Bun is JavaScript runtime for JavaScript and TypeScript. Whereas Deno, which one of these? I thought one of these ran TypeScript like just natively. Is it Bun? Like, how do we? Okay, so it transpiles every file, so TypeScript and JSX just work. That's kind of what I was looking for. All right, so how do I get started with this? Like this, probably. Is this what I want to do? I'm fine with this. All right, let's pop over to WSL. Why am I not? There we go. Sorry. Got it. And we'll make their advent. We'll just, it was, OC. There we go. Advent of code. CAOC. Okay. And then I don't know if I should run this here or if it matters. I trust Bun, so I'm not too terribly worried. All right, so added Bun to get started, run. And then Bun help. So It looks like I can run dev. Let's see here. Okay, so I think I want to make their what do we call these? That's not what I want. We just call it day one. I guess day one. Day one. Day one. And we'll code. So we have nothing in here, which is kind of weird for me. I know it has libraries. Or wait, Bun. Can Bun just use node packages? Like if I need a node package, let's I guess worry about that when we get there. Using Bun as a package manager, as a task runner. What TypeScript? Do I need to do anything special? It just works. It does need a tsconfig, including base URL and paths. Okay. Let's try. First of all, yeah, okay. Here we go. Sorry. And we'll pop open this terminal. Hopefully this works. All right. I wonder why it decided to do that. I feel like it added types for maybe globals that I have installed. Also, why are these globals? Yes, I am always being watched. Poorly because my camera doesn't face track or anything, and I think I'm like too zoomed in. Just zoom out just a little bit. That way I can shift around more. Yeah. I think one of the things I like about having it zoomed in is just, you know, the background is more like blurry. More zoom. All right. Let's see here. This is where we're at now. I'm doing advent of code like this. Yep. There's nothing weird about that at all. I get a good shot of like just my headphone. There we go. Hi, I'm Curiously Corey, and this is my headphone. Yeah, I think we're good. Plenty of beard on cam this way. All right. All right. So Bun, we're doing Bun. So we need a tsconfig. We'll create that. Tsconfig just on, and I don't know. We'll add these. Then and add types. The types field. Yeah, sweet. Okay. What do I need to do from here? It says I need to have base URL and paths. I've never had a tsconfig. This on paths. And base URL. So base URL should just be slash. I think that's fine. Like, do I need a source directory? That seems pretty ridiculous. Let's try it without. So base, base URL, yeah, dot slash. Cool. Except for I need a comma. And paths. I don't know what is going on with paths. What would the paths look like in like any of my other projects? Let's look at Dice of Gods. Paths? As there is no path, so I've got include and exclude. Great. Saban requires something I know nothing about. This is good. I mean, we're already learning. That's what Advent of Code is all about, right? Let's do. This is going to be completely different. So tsconfig paths. Okay. So okay, so this all right, I don't think I need any paths. It says I need paths, but I don't think I need any paths because I don't need to set up any of these aliases yet. I mean, if I was using yeah, if I was using those for anything, hopefully I don't need anything. Types. Do I need that? Do they reference anything like that in here? Run types. We got types, it's here. Add this to your tsconfig. Why? What were we talking about here? Types for Bun.js. Editor autocomplete. Yeah, sure. We'll try that. That. I think that's. So I went on base URL. So I already have. I do have compiler options, so I need to add these things to compiler options. Okay. Button types is the important part. Yeah, I already have that. Okay. What about the rest of these things? Are they important? I don't know. Got base URL. I'm getting rid of paths and we'll see what happens. All right. So new file, part one. So, and yeah, part one TS, and let's try, so it's bun dev part one TS now. Console log hello world. I honestly I don't know. Like, what is this gonna do? There's probably a watch option on here. Watch. Ooh, we get we get some spam. 404. Like, can you give me an idea of what, like, I wanna, yeah, okay, so console right. Let's see here. Server-side render in React. No, I don't care about that. Console write's cool and everything. That's not really what I'm trying. Let's see here. What if I don't watch? What if I just run it? Still, we get in 404. I can't even break out of it this time. Oh, there we go. Okay. Probably has something to do with the paths it told me to add, but you know. A script. I'm the only one who's getting this. I find that to be very unlikely. What about this? What about running next or anything? Okay. Well, fine. You didn't follow the template. I'm going to close it. Fun fact, so are you. sample bun TypeScript. Where do I start? Getting started. But they don't even have they don't have anything else. I don't know. Not worried about it right now. So for TypeScript.ts, they don't even have a TS config, which it said I needed. All right, I'm gonna do this and just hold that in a notepad. I'm gonna delete this. Okay, so if I do that, I'm still getting that. It says bun aggressively, and then it points me there. Am I doing something wrong? Bun, help. Help me. I mean, it says to run bun dev and then file name. Dev. If I do it like, I don't actually need that. No, okay, that doesn't change anything. Let's bun upgrade. Just, yeah, I'm already on the latest version. Great. All right, so why doesn't this work for me the way it does for them? If I come back here, does it do anything different? Bun, yeah, that's interesting. But if I bun dev, but I could just run it and it works. And if I put a TS config back, bun part one works. Bun dev. Maybe I need to actually have, okay, so let's try something like this where, so bun serve, cool, and that takes an object with a fetch, and that's gonna do that. Yeah, okay. So fetch is a function which returns a new promise. No, new response. Return new response. Hello world. No, that's not that. No, no, stop. Stop. Okay. Yes, that's HTML. Thanks, Copilot. Hello world. All right, and why is it complaining about that? Oh, it's expecting more functions. Oh, port. Port. Leet. Sure. Okay. Now it's still not happy. It's expecting another comma. Why? Oh, this is supposed to be inside the object. Oh, because sorry, yeah, I'm missing things. It is inside the object, and that needs another closure. All right. And I don't have any sort of linting or prettier, so this is going to be the ugliest thing. Oh, and in the meantime, before it returns hello world, I'm going to write hello world. Okay, so now if I run bun dev, I still get garbage. I still get lots of hot garbage. All right. What if I just run bun part one? And if I go to localhost on Fortnite, thank you, delete. Whoa, something is like seriously eating my GPU. Yeah, or not GPU, CPU. Yeah, that's not working. I mean, I'm not entirely surprised, but I'm also sad because I feel like it should be working. All right, so yeah, this is the starter playground, so I think we're missing some stuff. Um, Bun create. Maybe that's what I should do. I should bun create like a next app real quick. Sure, let's try that. I don't know if this is gonna work any better, but this isn't really working. And if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna need to probably switch. Yeah, I don't know enough about Bun to be messing around with it like this right now. So here, create next. Day one. Let's see how this works. I'm gonna check out so here, cd day one. And code. Let's see if this still gives me the same issue. So I'm not calling a specific, yeah, this doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so this is what theirs look like. So they have an include. Oh, their base URL and their paths are in the compiler options. Maybe that's what I was doing wrong. Curious. Lee Corey, that's who I am. Include extent BD. I mean, I'm okay, I guess. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. We'll do it here. But I kind of want to know. All right, without deleting this, because I may need to come back to it. So cd. We're gonna make a dir of day one part 2, and well, part 2 so whatever. I was gonna say it's kind of, there is a part 2 to day 1 already, so I don't want to conflate that. But all right, so if I do this, new, yes, config, we'll put this in here. Okay, so base path is that. Okay, so how, sorry, how do they get to index in pages from here? Because if the base URL is slash, I don't see anything that's specifically saying, is it coming from here? Module is next.js or index.js, except for there is no index.js. And if I look in here, that's referencing types. Well, let's try bun. Yeah, I mean, I do want to see this. No, see, it's okay. Never mind. I'm still having issues. That is frustrating. If I run that and just open this, Do I have something already running on 3000? I don't, right? Now it's not doing anything. Undev. Okay. Alright, so it's spamming the console with 404 really obnoxiously. But it's running. Does that mean it was running before and I just didn't bother to try because I saw these errors and I was like, this certainly couldn't be working. Alright, so now I want to know if I come back to this and I look at issues, is there something that says, what's the error? Next Webpack HMR. Skeet. What's up, man? You found me again. So if I look at what even is, it's like the next Webpack just dropping in and I'm keeping coding. Trying to do some advent of code today. Because I hate myself. I am also trying to use a brand new package manager that I have never used before. Wait, I mean, this is basically exactly what I want, right? So we look at this, and this was saying, does that have something to do with, oh, fun fact, I don't know if you're still, here, Skeet, but I may or may not have a call with Insight here in the next few days. It's just exploratory, but curious about a gig they've got. I still think I would, I don't know. I gotta find some people in the blue metal division and see what they're doing these days, if they need any React devs, because it's another ServiceNow position, and I would much rather continue to be in like the greenfield development world or the just the not ServiceNow world. Okay, so asset prefix. Is that something that I'm doing wrong? Ask for all the monies. I will. Yes, I definitely will. If I'm gonna... sorry. Yeah. Because this isn't even... I'm not even using Next. This is like a completely... Well, I mean, this is, but the other one wasn't. Yeah, if I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing now... Yes. I would want to certainly be well compensated. Console, right? Hello, comma, world, sure. Also, there isn't. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Index.ts cannot be compiled under isolated modules because it is considered a global script file. Add import, export, or empty export. But I need to const something equals hello world. No, let's do a function. It's a function that writes hello world. And then we're gonna export default something. You say, right, does not exist, but I happen to know this. What happens if we console log? All right. Now, Bun dev. Yeah, see, it's still throwing this, like, Webpack HMR issue. But if I do go... Oh, did that stop logging at some point? Huh, that's interesting. I mean, it's returning something. So what if... What if... Holy moly, I've got too many things opened. I thought this would only take a couple minutes. What was it? It was bun cert. Nope, not bun dot. Oh, oh, because the important thing was types in here, right? Types. And this was like an array with bun types, I think. And restart my TypeScript server. So now can I bun.serve? Yeah, all right. And this took an object with a fetch. And it took a port. And we'll do 3000. And we will return the response. Okay. Oh, it's here. Okay, so something about isolated modules. So if I care about this. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. So, oh, it noticed a file change, so I don't have to even do a watch. So there's a bunch of this garbage. Oh, that's keeping going this time. That's because it's continuing to run. So this is still returning. It's not returning the server. It seems like it's just returning content. Does it change if I call the index directly? I don't think it did. No, those are exactly the same. So, look, the interesting thing is, look, it's not doing that thing anymore, though. If I go back to just bun dev, does it? Like, maybe it just got all of whatever it needed to do out of its system. No, now it's going crazy again. But I'm certainly not getting this or H1, hello world, H1, right? Yeah, I mean, there's that, but it's not doing it. So something is a very wonky here. And while I want to figure this out, I don't think I want to do it right now. I just want to do this advent code. It's already so close to, I need to go to bed. It doesn't help me. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with this. I should just run it the way I know how to run it for now, and then maybe I can figure out this bun stuff some other time. Because this was just supposed to be easy. I was supposed to just, well, if I mean, I guess if I go, so bun index, yes. Except for let's see here. Oh, well, that's interesting. Also, why is it wrapped in a pre? Oh, what? I guess it's because I don't understand the server. Why is the... I don't know. Do I want to know? I don't think I want to know. So it seems like... Is it just like this? No, that's not right. This would need to be at TSX. Now I can do that. So now this is TSX. If I do this, does it... Okay, so TSX is expecting like React runtime. That's fine. I'm not mad by that. I'm not mad at that. But the curious thing is that it seems like it's building this whole... Again, like I don't have time to figure this out. Maybe fetch is not the right... So we got a server and a request and a response. I mean, that seems like what I want it to do. Sends an HTTP response. Except for it's really not, right? Because... I mean, if I did this, does it work? This would need to be an async function, right? And this doesn't... even support that. So the thing that they put in their documentation doesn't even support... it's not assignable to response or promise response. Promise void. Oh, I need to return this, right? Now are you happy? Promise string is not assignable to... Well, you said that I could do that. Comma response. And is that so that's writing. It looks like that's the second example is creating... Neither one of these... Just want to... So it's creating a response. Equals... Wait, I don't understand that. So it's like not for returning a response. It is the response from this. No, but that's right, because it is the response also that we want to... So const response is a response that is equals new response. If I say hello world and I return this, it'll be happy. This... oh, I had to... I mean, oh, you're right, yeah, because it's TS. I mean, this doesn't make me happy because, like, view page source. Oh, no, it is. Okay. Wait. So then if I put in... Oh, do I need to... Because it's probably... It needs a whole document, right? So it would need to start with HTML and head and slash head, body, and all the stuff that I haven't written in a million years, slash body slash HTML. No, don't care about anything else right now. I just want to see this. I just want to see if this actually works. Did that not? I don't think that updated. No, what? Why is that? That's right. HTML. Do I need a HTML doc type? Doc type HTML. Is that all caps? Yep. Type. No. Oh, no. It's bang doc type. There we go. It's that. And then I have to probably reload. Can I watch this? I don't know. We'll find out. No, why is it still returning? This doesn't make any sense. I must not be returning the right headers. Response dot headers content type text HTML. It sounds great. Except for headers is looking for it's like got a setter set content type text HTML. There we go. It's still. Oh wait, I don't know if it actually updated. Let's try. Yay! Okay. Hey, I created a thing. It's fantastic. Should we try and solve an advent of code now? Oh man, that was a thing. So, day 1, calorie counting. Santa's magic. Santa's reindeer typically eat regular reindeer food, but they need a lot of magical energy to deliver presents on Christmas. For that, that's interesting. It references something like an Advent of Code 2018, day 25, which, so if you wanted to go back, I don't know how far back this goes, but like you can obviously go back to 2018. Who knows how far back? I'm sure we could figure it out. They need a star fruit that only grows deep in the jungle. The elves have brought you on their annual expedition to the grove where the fruit grows. To supply enough magical energy, the expedition needs to retrieve a minimum of 50 stars by December 25th. My laundry's done. Although the elves assure you the grove has plenty of fruit, you decide to grab any fruit you see along the way, just in case. Collect stars by solving puzzles. 2 puzzles will be made available on each day in the Advent calendar. Oh, this is setting up the whole thing. This isn't even day 1 yet. Or is it? The second puzzle is unlocked when you complete the first. Each puzzle grants 1 star. Good luck. The jungle must be too overgrown and difficult to navigate in vehicles or access from the air. The elves' expedition traditionally goes on foot. As your boats approach the land, the elves begin taking inventory of their supplies. One important consideration is food. In particular, the number of calories each elf is carrying. Your puzzle input. The elves take turns writing down the number of calories contained by the various meals, snacks, rations, etc. that they have brought with them, 1 item per line. Each elf separates their own inventory from the previous elf's inventory, if any, by a blank line. For example, suppose the elves finish writing their items, calories, and end up with the following list. 1, 2, 3. So this is the first elf, second elf, third elf, fourth elf, fifth elf. This list represents the calories of the food carried by 5 elves. The first elf is carrying food with 1, 2, and 3,000 calories, a total of 6,000. Okay, so the way they wrote it, it seemed like it was adding it up as it went along, but each one is actually its own individual item. Sweet. Okay. The first elf is carrying food with 6,000. The second is 1 item. The third is 2. The fourth is, and the fifth is that. So, in case the elves get hungry and need extra snacks, they need to know which elf to ask. They'd like to know how many calories are being carried by the elf carrying the most calories. In the example above, this is 2,400 carried by the fourth elf. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, sorry. The fourth, not the fifth. I was looking at this one like, how does 10,000 equal? Yeah, no. Okay. Find the elf carrying the most calories. How many total calories is that elf carrying? Get your puzzle input. Sorry, whistling in your ear. All right. Let's grab our input and we'll put that in a file. Input. Yes. And I believe this is just plain text. So if I inspect, or not inspect, I don't want to inspect because that's showing me something else. I want to see page source, view page source. Yes, it's exactly the same. Okay, so I got my input. Why should I should sit. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of how I want to put, like, take this input and get it into my script. I could say the whole thing is a string. I could read it in. Let me. Input. Export default const input. Sorry. It's not gonna do what I want it to do though, is it? I need to wrap this in one of these deals. And then we can export default input, right? I mean, input's a elf food. Let's do that. All right. So the first thing I want to do is probably work in a completely different system because I don't know what I'm doing here. Import health food from input. That seems to not be too angry. Okay. So what are we doing? We need to find the one with the most food. So I'm gonna take elf food, which is a string, and we are going to, yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna split, excuse me, we're gonna split the elf food. Oh, we need to name this find most food equals. There we go. Oh, and then okay, so we need to know which one it is. So, and it's gonna return a number then. All right. Yeah, I know it doesn't yet. Return 0 if it'll make you happy. There we go. Okay. Elf food dot split, and we're splitting on new line. All right. So that should get me an array. And then like I can for each over the array and look for the blank ones. No. Let's do, so if we split on two new lines, does this get us, that's a log. So this would be elf, elf, elf. Naming variables is hard. Elf supply. I don't know. All right, so we do this and do, oh, and then we're gonna have to call this function. So find most food, pass it elf food. This is gonna be const elf number, elf with most food, and then we will just return the plain text because it seemed to be totally happy doing that. Number is not okay. Dot toString. Is that fine? Yes. Okay. And watch didn't seem to do anything. We'll figure that out. Ooh, that is. It looks like it's working though. Holy moly! How many? This file is huge. How many lines is this? It's only 2051. Is this running over and over and over again? Is that why? Sorry, I don't need to serve this, right? I can just get rid of this and this and just do it like this, right? Okay. Okay, we're good. This is way better. Anyhow, this does appear to have worked. So then, so we'll call this the raw elf supply. And then, yeah, the elf supply, it's exactly right. It's gonna map over that, and we're gonna take that. We're gonna return elf dot split, and we're splitting again on n. All right, so this one then should have each one of these as its own array. So let's see what we got. Boom. Okay. And then for each one, then we just need to figure out which ones got the most. So we can like reduce all of these. Really good exercise in array functions. How do you know? How do you know? Yeah. That's not really with most food though. So this is the total calories per elf, and then elf supply dot map, and we're gonna take the elf, which is now the array, and we're gonna lovely. I love it when I get spammers. And a block list. Cool. So then we'll elf dot reduce, and so we'll take, I don't know why, and then okay, and then whoa. All right, so this one should then be much simpler because it should just be a single number for each. Oh, those are big numbers. Are these strings? It probably thinks these are strings. And so after I do the split, I mean, I guess the easiest way to do this would just be to cast them here. Number is not assignable to string. Yeah, it's an array of strings. I don't want that. But Why wouldn't it let me just cast? I mean, can I say number? Okay, that's fine. All right, wait, what? What if I say this is a number and that this is a number? Are you gonna tell me I can't do this? Yeah, okay, so because the elf is an array of strings, but then how do I... Normally I can just cast those. I guess I have to parse int. Or, int. Because luckily these are not float values, so parse int. Yeah. I'm still confused. Yeah, this should be expecting an array of numbers. And this should definitely be returning a number. Number. Yeah. It says that the input should be... So, is there an easier way? I don't know if this is a bun thing, because like I feel like I've not had, or if there's a mode happening here, maybe it's the ES5. What if I change this to ES27? Let's just go all the way to ES 2021. And then let's restart the TypeScript server. Okay, so we still have these issues, which is fine. Split. So after we split, it's going to return the array of strings. Dot map. Foo or gallery. I.e. String should return a number. Yeah. Missing an extra thing. Okay. I'm feeling something else is happening with this. Okay, wait. These are numbers now. Okay. I don't know why it wouldn't let me parse them down here, but there we go. Cool. So then the question is, who's got the most? Without breaking order, I mean, I guess I could assign each of these guys like a number. That way I can just sort it. Or I could do this the super janky way and you know, just run a for each over it. And if it's not, yeah, and just store the value of the highest one. I mean, that's the super... Okay, let's do this the super easy way first. So we'll say total calories per elf dot for each. And this is then total cals, and or wait, what would I reduce this again? So no, maybe I need the index. There's an array method for this, or array function, and it's not for each. Find can't compare previous and next. All right, well, let max, and then we'll say, yeah, exactly. If the total calories is greater than max, oh, and also yep, do that too. Oh, okay, and then we're gonna return actually number, and this is going to return max calories index and max calories. I want that the other way. Index seems to always come second, right? Anyhow, maybe. So it says elf number 34, which is actually 35, has 71,780. So there's that. And I don't think that there's any greater. So let's plug that in. Not here, not here, not here, not here. Let's plug that in here. So what do we say? It's returned 34, but that's index 0, so it would be 35. That's not the right answer. But try 34 just to, oh, come on. Rats. Okay, so let's go review. What did I do and how did I get it wrong? So this should have split them into the individual elves, which it seemed to do. And then I broke those up into individual arrays and turned them into numbers. None of them were floats, and so parseInt should have done a good job. I guess we can dump this out real quick and just make sure that parseInt didn't do anything funky, so we can spot check. Let's get up to the top here. So let's look. So the first one should be 7769. Sorry, 7769, 6798, 1160. Yeah, okay. So this is working. And then if we manually add those up, 37 green 69 plus 60, sorry, 67 98 98. Wow, this is gonna be great. 11 685 10 8 26 11 807 57 86 6 79 32. All right, 62 603 62 603. This is all working up to this point. Okay. Then we get into here and we say if the total calories that the current elf in this loop has is greater than the max calories, then let's go ahead and store the max calories and update the index of the current elf, which honestly I could just do +1 because we don't have an elf 0, which is where this starts. I guess I should double check that. Um, console log locales index info. All right. So if I do this, I've gotten rid of my other logs. Let's go double check at the top. Yes, 0. So then let's put this after and check the updated version. Well, I guess we can do both, right? So we'll show the new one, and then we'll show the updated one, or yeah, the so this is newest max elf. All right, so going back to the top, we should see them change a lot to begin with. So our first one is 62. Yep, and now we're saying that the alpha is 1, and that's what we did. Okay, so it doesn't update, but it does update here because that is higher. And then we stay here for a while. 60 up to here. Oh, wait, no, that's, yeah, okay, there we go. So that stays all the way up to 35. And yep, 71, 780 is the highest. Index number 35. All right. So did I misunderstand the input they're asking for? How many? Yeah, I put in the wrong darn thing. All right. Can I do it now? Sweet. So this is the hitch, right? We got a second part. And this took me so much longer to accomplish that I might have to do this tomorrow, because oftentimes I've heard that these are completely different. So by the time you calculate the answer to the elves' question, they already realized that the elf carrying the most calories of food might eventually run out of snacks. To avoid this unacceptable situation, the elves would instead like to know the total calories carried by the top 3 elves carrying the most calories. That way, even if one of those elves runs out of snacks, they still have 2 backups. In the example above, the top 3 elves are the 4th elf, and then the 3rd elf, then the 5th elf, and the sum of these 3 elves is this. Find the top 3 carrying the most, and how many are these carrying in total? So it's the one with the, yeah, so the top 3, the absolute most. Okay, so this seems pretty straightforward. I mean, what I think I want to do is I need to sort these without losing the index, right? So we'll turn these into objects, which we've almost got here anyways. So instead of this, let's see here, instead of this just returning a number, we want this to return a number plus an index. Elf index. Yeah, I think that's right. And then I can say sorry. This is going to be an object now with, or how do tuples, TypeScript. Tuple. Number Boolean string, number Boolean string. Info. Number. Okay. And so this is going to return nope. This is going to return a number, and it's going to be so we had it the other way before, but we're just gonna we're gonna do index comma and then these two. All right, so what is that? Elf info is not assignable as type number. Do I need to wrap these or something? No. Yeah, so this is number and this is a number. And this function should return elf info. Oh, oops. And this would be then an array of elf infos, right? Uh-oh. Number array is not assignable to... This isn't just a number array anymore. Oh, because darn it, because I'm sorry, I'm doing this wrong. We're close, but not quite right. So this is good, but we need to return. There we go. So this is the index, comma, and then the reduce. I think that's right. There we go. Now we've got an array of elf info. And now instead of, I guess I should have saved that previously. So here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy. Let's get back to where our this first solution was. Was it here? Yeah, it's right here. Okay. And we're going to create a new file, which is part 2 ts. And we'll paste in where we got here with elf info. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to start getting a lot of stuff totally different. Nuke that. And nuke that. Yeah, and this can just be, it's gonna return, no. What was it asking for now? It's asking for how many calories are the 3 top elves. So first we need the top 3. So we'll say total cals top 3. And that's going to return just a number. Total cals. Okay. So what I want to do now is to yeah, basically and then okay, now it's just solving it for me, right? Part 2 ts. Cool. All right. So yeah, maybe I'll turn off Copilot for tomorrow. I like having the autocomplete, but then when it gets to the point where it's, actually solving the problem, like that's super like, um impressive that it is able to do that. It figured out based on the context what I was trying to do, calculating out the total calories that the top three elves like curious. Let's see if I do this. New file. Copilot. So solution. So let's just import elf food, right? And then I'm gonna say function that returns the total or so first I need to a function that breaks down the input into an array of numbers. So let's see what this does for me. And console log. All right, so where is this? Oh, sorry. To Copilot solution. So where does this get me? This gets me all the way to here, right? Okay, so function that takes parse elf food and returns the total calories of each elf. Let's do that. So we need to say const array of elf inventory equals parse elf food, and then we're gonna take that. I mean, I can chain these, right? But nope. Elf inventory. Is that right? So now we should have the totals. These numbers look very familiar. Function that takes total, or that finds, calculates the total calories for the top three elves. Okay. So this is actually total calories per elf. So this is taking elf food. That uses the total calories per elf to find the top three elves. Let's do that. Okay. So const total, oh, nope, else per elf. Yeah, this isn't naming hell. All right. And then we're going to pass that to the top three elves. Top three elves. That is... Was that my actual solution? So 22, 1, 2, 4, 8, 9. If we go back to... I could just run it because 2, 1, 2, 4, 8, 9. Okay, so it skipped a part. It skipped a beat. Like it didn't just find the top three elves. It then also yeah. Three elves. That's what I want. And it's gonna, this is actually returning I guess it would be a number array. The interesting thing here is that it doesn't care about the index, which I was caring about, but I didn't. But that's because I thought I needed to know, yeah, which was which. So function that takes the top three, or let's just say function that returns the total calories for any given array of elves. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's still calling it top 3 elves and everything. And then we're going to take that, pass it into, there we go. I mean, I don't know why I like that. I mean, I like that just slightly better because each one does its own specific thing, right? So, this one is getting our calories into usable numbers, a usable number array. Yeah, so an array of an arrays. And then we take and condense those down into their individual totals. We find the top 3, and then based on that, and it's not even, you can just, it's just elves. Thank you. We could take any array of these elves and just reduce it. And yeah, all right. Well, that's day 1 in the books. I think Bun is working well enough that I could use this again tomorrow. So this is a fun reason to use Bun. I could probably do these things faster in like create T3 app scaffold project, but like it has so much extra stuff like I don't need. And so I guess it's nice to just do things with all the basics, but at the same time, what if I end up wanting one of these other things, one of these other functions or features? Then I guess I pivot at that point. I don't know, figure it out. I do think that, yeah, obviously it seems like turning off Copilot's probably the right way to go. Yeah, but that's all I got. I need to switch my laundry and go to bed because I got a whole day tomorrow. So thanks all for stopping by and joining me on this lovely advent of code. And yeah, have a great night, everyone. Happy